All right. We are definitely living in the future here. This is the stuff I could only dream of way back in the day. I used to do 3D modeling back in 94, 95, somewhere around there. Whereas I was actually in DOS running 3D Studio Max Release 4. It was either that or sometimes I play around in AutoCAD, but that wasn't really for 3D stuff unless you were trying to extrude something. Um, but man, things have changed, and I've been playing around with 3D off and on. I mean, I was playing with the Kinect when somebody figured out a way to make use the Kinect as a 3D scanner, and I had fun playing around with that. But now you just use your phone, and you can get this. This is my car. I just walked outside, walked around my car with my iPad, and I was able to scan this. Now I have an iPhone, but my iPhone doesn't have LiDAR built in, but the iPad does. So that kind of tells you the iPad's a little bit newer than the phone. Um, the problem is it's a very low resolution LiDAR, and so this car is actually very bulky in some of the things. Like the headlights are kind of, I don't know, I don't think one headlight's longer than the other. um, there's issues where the nostrils of my car don't really come up right. The mirrors aren't sticking out right. The door handle isn't sticking out. I'm not sure if that's just because they're reflective and it doesn't understand reflection. But I think the steering wheel here being part of the dashboard rather than having an actual steering wheel floating in the center of the car, I think that's a resolution issue with how the lidar. I mean, look at that. The steering wheel is even part of the door texture over there. That's crazy. And I think it's even right there too. You can see how much of a rat's nest the inside of my car is. I got to clean that up this summer. Um, Glass. It seems to have some kind of weird issue with glass in reflections. It gets confused, but it's a good start. Look at that. This is something you can start off with. This is a good starting point, and that's pretty much what I've been doing. Now this is made by Poly, and I was able to upload this, and I don't pay for it, so I am able to get the GLTF file, and that opened it up on Windows in this 3D builder. Now this is a different scan. This scans from EM3D, and instead of using lidar, it uses the sensor on the front of your camera, or not the front, or the selfie sensor. I'll just say that it does some kind of depth perception in a different way than lidar, but it gets details like very good details. It's getting everything about that light. Um, and then I bring it over into TinkerCAD. I've been making little 3D models of my car. You can see the progression. Like first, I like, hey, here's the basic shape of the car. Tonight, I'm like, okay, let's put a lot of detail on the front of the car to get the hood. So I got the nostrils there, the headlights and the blinker lights. Uh, yeah, that's all I did. It doesn't sound like much, but there was a lot involved in that. And then here's the model that I'm actually working on, but I'm just making a copy of my progress in a separate model for each one over time. So here we go. You can see the LiDAR model is in pink. So it's the full workaround. And basically what I do is I just bring this is like the simple geometry of the car that I'm trying to build from scratch over top of this. So I'll just, bring it up here, work on a certain part, and then bring everything back. Um, and then if I'm having issue with a certain specific area, then I start bringing out, doing more scans with the true depth sensor to get more resolution of a specific area. So here we are. We've got the if you look at the headlight here, there's hardly anything you can see about that headlight. But up here, you can see, oh, there's the circular shape of the headlight, and then this area around here looks like a hexagon around the headlight. It protrudes out. You've got this nice rounded area where the headlight sits back into. You've got the little blinker light that comes out. Even got this little area here that definitely looks like a square or a rectangle. You've got nothing in the LiDAR. So every time I need to work on a more detailed area, I'll take a scan with my phone, get up close, and just upload it into this TinkerCad software or website and go from there. This guy here is just a mirror of the other side. So, and then this is just the shell. So I'm making a solid object and like adding and subtracting from it. And then once I'm ready, I just hollow out that shell and then say, okay, here's the car. And then I keep going on. Ah, man. But I would love to make like a three model of this on my printer, and then if possible make like a little RC car that has the whole like left blinker, right blinker, doors opening. I'd like to get the gear ratio working with the Dana axle. Um, so it'd be nice to like open up certain parts of this. I'm curious if there's like the potential to get an actual series wound motor that's very tiny that could fit in this. I know I can get a regular DC motor. That'd be just easy enough to do. And then maybe build out a tiny contact tower that works the same way as the actual CitiCar does. That would be awesome as well. So, yeah, just having fun playing around with this thing. So, I already told the CCar community about this. They were happy about the first model here. Of the car looks like the cheese wedge. Tonight, there's definitely a lot more details on the front end of the hood. But I'm gonna wait until I have like a lot more progress on this thing of like, okay, guys, here's something that I've actually printed out. Once I'm able to do that, I'm gonna let them see what I've been doing with it. And there's been a few people really excited about it. So yeah, fun stuff. I just can't believe the technology literally sits here in my hands. Apps I've been trying out is Polycam, Scandy Pro, Scaniverse, QLoan, and EM3D. EM3D is pretty interesting because they also have like a mirror saver. Because it uses a sensor on the front of my camera, I can use my iPad to actually look and see what's on the camera that I'm waving around while it's facing the car. So yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so have fun.